Liberate Americans from the scourge of drug addiction, guarantees Donald Trump. What strategies and steps does he have in place to accomplish this? Highlighting the urgency of the situation, he asserted that it would be pointless to just deal with drug addiction without getting tough on drug dealers. Trump's bold plan to address the opioid crisis calls for some tough moves, like seriously considering the death penalty. Join us as we explore the specifics of his straightforward strategy and see how he's aiming to turn the tide against this epidemic. Donald Trump claims that polite discourse is no longer relevant and that the country needs to take a firm stance to eradicate the scourge of drug addiction once and for all. Trump brought attention to a stark reality. Drug overdose deaths rose annually for 3 decades prior to his election. He claimed that under his direction, the drug and fentanyl crisis was addressed head-on, leading to the first decline in overdose deaths in more than 30 years. He was pleased to sign the Support Act, which represents the biggest financial commitment to date to address the opioid crisis. He expressed his disappointment, saying that he felt it was unfortunate that Joe Biden abandoned the hard-won progress. Additionally, he considered it a surrender of the southern borders. Trump highlighted an increasing inflow of deadly drugs, including fentanyl, that is threatening the nation and taking over 100,000 lives annually. He called the situation alarming and shameful, speculating that the real number might be as high as 300,000 or 400,000. He attacked Biden's record, linking it to tragedies, devastation, and suffering in American communities. Trump declared that he would address the drug overdose issue right away as soon as he got back to the White House. He claims that Biden's strategy at the border has made matters worse. It has turned what was once the safest border in American history into the worst, even when compared to borders in developing nations. In his mission to severely disrupt drug cartel operations, Trump announced his plan to send in military forces, almost like dropping a bomb on their operations. Additionally, he proposed implementing a complete naval embargo, basically locking them out at sea. He underscored the need for complete collaboration between neighboring governments in order to demolish trafficking and smuggling networks in the region. Trump outlined his intentions to Congress. He stated the need for tough laws to tackle drug dealers, kingpins, and people traffickers. At the same time, he issued an order to federal law enforcement in the United States. Their mission is to break up gangs and deal with organized street crimes, which are responsible for the local distribution of dangerous drugs. He underlined how urgent the situation is, saying that these activities are not only taking lives, but also endangering the youth of the country. He promised to permanently classify fentanyl as a federally controlled drug as part of his proposed actions. Additionally, he will send a clear message to China, asking them to impose stricter regulations on the export of fentanyl's chemical precursors. He threatened China with severe consequences if it didn't do so. It's like telling them, "You can't sweep this under the rug any longer." Trump revealed that he and Xi Jinping had reached an agreement. As per the agreement, China will stop supplying more lethal pharmaceuticals and execute those who were responsible within their borders. However, the deal collapsed because he thought the election was rigged. Controlling the supply of these dangerous drugs is only the first step in his plan. It's vital to step up and take further action to eradicate the addiction scourge at home. This isn't just a small matter, it's a big deal. The most important step is to strengthen the foundations of job, faith, and family, 3 major pillars that give meaning and hope in life. He emphasized the importance of concentrating on these pillars to support those who are struggling with addiction. He planned to back policies that would make it easier for people who are addicted to get treatment without having to worry about losing their jobs. He urges businesses to offer jobs and skills training for those in rehabilitation, a real chance for a fresh start. Plus, he's all in for beefing up federal support for religious-based counseling and recovery programs. Finally, Trump's on a mission to simplify family leave policies. This would make it easier for parents, spouses, kids, and other relatives to care for their loved ones in the fight against addiction. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for a front row seat to our future videos.